how to make my first $1 million online. So look, you're probably in the how to make money online minefield of YouTube right now. And if I'm being honest, it's killing any chance you have of seeing any success with any online business. Whilst you're busy watching these different YouTube videos on dropshipping, SMMA, building a faceless YouTube channel, an untapped business model is sat right underneath your nose, making complete beginners a ton of money every single month. So for the next 10 to 15 minutes, instead of watching 10 different videos on 10 different business models, sit down, relax, and get ready to unlock the data set that you never even knew you needed. Now later on in this video, I will be giving you a ton of free resources that will make starting this business model that I'm about to talk about 100 times easier. So make sure you stick around to the very end. I promise you it will be worth it. Now, I'm not saying that these different business models online are good or bad, or that they don't work, because over the last 7 years, I've probably started between 20 to 30 different businesses myself, including SMMA, dropshipping, general e-commerce stores, and some lasted weeks, some lasted years. Some made me a lot of money, and some also lost me a lot of money. I literally went from dropping Donald Trump toilet brushes to selling high-end luxury aquariums in the UK. So I've done my fair share of random businesses to try and make a quick buck here and there. But when it comes to actually making money online, there really is no barrier to entry, both on the business models that are out there and the education around them. You can literally go and find right now 100 different side hustles to go and start, as well as guides and courses on how to start them in under an hour. It's insane what is at our fingertips. But that's actually a massive curse. And if you can't break that fast enough, you're gonna end up getting trapped, just like I was for a solid 2 years. What is this trap? Well, I'll get into that shortly, but until then, I need you to understand how the most successful entrepreneurs on the planet are actually making money. Every single high-level YouTuber I know, business owner I've met, and millionaire in my network has got to where they are by working fucking hard at one thing, and one thing only. They haven't been building side hustles, they've been building real businesses. And they're hyper-focused on that one thing over a time frame of years, not weeks. And that is when they see results. So look, this is where most people fall short. They get stuck in the trap of thinking it's super easy to make your first 1 million in your first 6 months of trying, when in reality, that is just mental. Now, don't get me wrong, you can do that. But if you're paying attention to the old saturated business models, what chances do you actually have? When there's hundreds of thousands of others all battling for the same client, honestly, good luck. It's like playing on expert mode in a game before you even know the buttons. And this is really where the curse comes into play. You start a business that someone promised was easy, you try it for a few weeks, and then you end up giving up because it's way too hard. You go back to YouTube to find another easy business to start, and then the cycle just continues. But it's time that you grow up. Look at where the real money is being made and make an educated move. Online business is like a game of chess. If you make the wrong move, you could end up being stuck in a wormhole of bad decisions and pain, and it could cost you literally everything. So with that said, I think it's time that I tell you about the real opportunity that the online space isn't paying enough attention to right now. I also want to give you the exact framework of how we built this business over the last year and how you can do the exact same thing. Now, I do warn you, this isn't going to be the next get rich quick scheme. This is a business that if you focus on and build over the next 6 months, it will probably be your easiest path to $10,000 per month. If you don't believe me, here are some results from members of the network, our private community. Now, right now, business owners all over the world are jumping at the chance to pay people just like you and me to help them build AI solutions and automated systems inside of their business. Now, whether that's through an AI chatbot or a CRM automation, internal workflows, it really doesn't matter. And the opportunity around this model is unlike anything I've ever seen before. And that's likely because AI is so fresh and so new. Every single month, it hits the #1 spot for top trending topics. Everyone knows about AI, they know they need to start using it, but they literally have no clue how. And it's safe to say, most of you watching this video also have no clue how. But that is where it gets exciting. Building AI solutions for businesses doesn't require you to have a master's degree in computer science or coding. In fact, I dropped out of school at 16, have literally no grades to my name, and at our agency, we're currently making over $50,000 every single month. There's so many no-code tools out there at our disposal that are insanely valuable for business owners, and that's exactly how we make our money. We use these tools to build these solutions for businesses, and then we help educate them on how to use these tools. We're not sitting here building algorithms and coding custom platforms from scratch. We're literally working alongside business owners, finding out where they're spending a large amount of time and what's costing them a lot of money, and then we're finding solutions that already exist and showing them how to use them. You can make this business model as hard or as easy as you like. If you know how to code, then great, but if you don't, it's still completely open for you. Providing you actually have a brain and you can stick to something for longer than 8 days, you're going to be in a good spot. So look, going back to our curse that we spoke about, if we now know that the secret is finding a business model that's untapped and low competition, and then focusing on that business model and putting in the hours, then we need to make sure our YouTube binge goes from searching how to make money online to how to build AI solutions for business owners, which I guarantee you'll find hundreds of videos for. You can literally become an expert in the fastest growing industry the world has ever seen from the comfort of your own home. So now we know that starting this AI agency model is probably the biggest opportunity that we will see in the online space in the next few years. I want to show you the first few steps that you need to take in order to get started. Now, just like I said, throw knowing how to code out of the window. You don't need it. And if that's the only thing that's holding you back from getting started, it's just a huge limiting belief. To be honest, sales is the most important thing and the most important skill that you can learn. But what you need to focus on instead of development and all this stuff is much, much easier to master. Our main task inside of an AI agency is identifying opportunities for business owners to be using AI that could replace old or broken systems within their business. Just like SMMA agencies, they fix pain points. In their case, the business owners suck at running ads, and the SMMA agency steps in to provide them a solution, which is obviously you running the ads and making them not suck. And the same rule applies for our AI agencies. We speak to our clients to understand what software they use, what manual tasks they spend hours on every single week, what's not working, what's working, and then we find solutions around those specific pain points. Now look, if you're confused, which by the way is completely fine and normal if you are, I have a ton of videos on building an AI agency on this YouTube channel. So actually take your time, go through them all. And I'll also leave a link down below in the description that will take you to some free resources as well as free templates for chatbots and that kind of thing that you can go and download. And that will be a huge help to get you started. The reality is this isn't some crazy concept. We're actually just getting paid to solve problems at a high level for business owners that have no clue about these different AI tools and AI solutions that currently exist or could be built. But if you're still not convinced, I do want to show you a case study that we've recently completed with a client. I also want to show you how much they paid us and what we needed to do to make that money. This should give you a really good idea of the type of clients that you can actually go out and start working with, as well as how much money you can actually make from this model. Now, I'm sure you've been to the dentist before, sitting in the waiting room, wondering how the hell does this receptionist manage everything all day long with all of these new clients calling her up, bookings coming in, questions coming in on the phone, and everything in between. And it turns out this is actually a massive pain point for a lot of businesses and something that ends up stopping them making more money and giving a good quality of service to their clients. So we found a dental clinic in London that needed our help. They were battling hundreds of calls every single day, all asking basic, simple questions that the receptionist then had to spend half of her day responding to. And it was the same questions over and over and over again. So over the course of 4 to 6 weeks, we worked with that dental clinic and we built them an automated system that sits on their website in the form of a chatbot, as well as a phone system that speaks like a real human over the phone on a voice call when the team aren't around to, answer the calls themselves. So the AI agents that we ended up building them were made solely on no-code platforms, the likes of VoiceFlow, that kind of thing. And we actually managed to cut down the manual hours that this receptionist spent every single day by over 80%. Now, not only did we ensure that everyone that had a question got the answer to that question from this AI chatbot that we built, but we also actually gave back the reception desk their time, which meant that they could then go on and build valuable human relationships with the clients rather than sitting on calls all day. And then this obviously led the clinic to making more money, making more bookings, and then giving a higher quality of service overall, and also stopping the receptionist from handing in her resignation at the end of the month. So what did we end up charging for this? Well, as I said, everything was built on no-code tools that cost us around $100 a month to run. And we actually ended up charging a grand total of £4,500 for these solutions, which works out to be around like $5,500 USD. Now, the best thing is, now that we've built all of these solutions, we actually now have the templates, which means making it again for another struggling dental clinic will take us a week instead of 4 weeks. We're actually now working with that dental clinic ongoing to find more systems and more solutions, because now that they've tested what's possible with AI, they're hungry for more. And this is what we're seeing across every single client that we work with. It's such a new thing that genuinely provides an insane amount of value to almost every single business owner that uses it. To me, it's just so obvious that this agency model is the play over the next coming 12 to 24 months. But look, that is just an example of our agency. What about others that are also making money with this model? Well, I recently did an interview with Michael and Rita that you can find separately on my YouTube channel inside of this playlist, where we go over their exact methods that they followed to scale to over $20,000 per month in their first 60 days. So look, I definitely recommend you go in to check those videos out after you watch this one. And before we wrap this video up, I do want to give you some action steps to take away from this video that you can actually start executing on to start your own agency. Number one, you need to look at some of the videos that I've made on this channel where I go through and build these different AI solutions. You'll see exactly what we built our clients, how we build them, and what we charge. Number two, start playing around with some of these no-code tools, and you'll slowly start to see how businesses can actually start to benefit from this. Number three, I want you to go and message everyone on your phone list. Tell them that you've started an AI agency and you're building these AI solutions for businesses. See how many responses you get. And I actually want you to go and do this and come back to this video in a week's time and tell me how many people actually responded to you. And I guarantee you, you will be surprised. Number four, go and build some of these solutions for businesses. Work for free, build some case studies up, gain some confidence. Do this for your first 3 clients. You shouldn't be getting paid in dollars for your first clients. You should be getting paid in skills and knowledge. And that is exactly what you need to do. Number five, start to carve out a niche. Find what you're good at. Find something you have experience in. If you have confidence working for dental clinics or mechanics because it's an industry you know, then start to figure out what pain points they have and build your service offer around them. Start reaching out to them on LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever they exist online. Go and find them and start having conversations. Number six, find out what pain points they have, find ways to solve them with AI, and then start charging a small amount of money. And then number seven, be patient and scale from there. That is literally the blueprint that you need to follow. Now, if you do want to learn more about how you can start your AI agency and how we've managed to take our agency to over $50,000 per month, then the first link in the description will take you to a 45-minute video that's completely free that breaks down the strategies you can start to follow from today, whether you're a beginner or you already run an agency. And there's one final step that you need to follow before you see any results with this model, and that is subscribe to this channel, my friend. That is it for me today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.